Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex the Hexmaster and the Shadow Army.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the sponsor, as always. Shout out. Shadow Army in the building, Lex the Hexmaster. We appreciate that, man. If you guys want to be a sponsor of the show, just hit up the Replicon at gmail.com.
Word up.
We're back. We're live. We're doing the thing. If you guys are tuned in live at repliconradio.com, the YouTube link is back up. You guys can head on over there. Join us in the chat room, both chat rooms, all the chat rooms. We appreciate it, man. We're here for you. You know what I'm saying? But you guys ready? Let's just jump on into it, man.
Let's do it.
Share the link out, man. I know the social medias are working again, I think. So while you can, before Zuckerberg freaks out again, head on over there, share it on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. But we're joined by a special guest, man. Let's just jump on into it. Give it up for Tierre Diaz.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up, man? We're doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. In middle of nowhere, Indiana right now. So I'm in my hotel, bored as hell. So thank goodness for y'all.
There you go. That's what's up. You's out there rocking a show tonight, huh?
Yeah. An acting show, actually. I'm an actor too, so I get booked to do. I did doing a show for college today. So I got a show today. Well, I had a show today, and I got a show tomorrow too.
Okay, that's
nice.
awesome, man. Yeah, I definitely want to get into that, man. I was pleasantly we heard about you recently because of music, and you were out there at the gathering, the Juggalos, and I know you're doing stuff with Violent J. We'll get into all that, but then I went to go look you up, and it's like IMDb, and this guy's an actor. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know any of this shit. I'm like, that's dope as hell. It's cool to see. That doesn't normally happen when you look somebody up. You're usually like, God, what are we going to talk about? But I'm like, holy cow, this guy does all kinds of stuff.
And that's a part of the reason I wanted to change my rap name, because I wanted it to be all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? I want people to who look me up to find out everything about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I went by Killer T for so long, and for a long time it was like, a split personality, one side the music and the acting. But I was like, you know what? Time for the evolution. We all encompassing over here. So for people who find me out via acting, will find out about my music, and then vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man. So yeah, let's we like to go back, man. We want to get to know people. So yeah, I want to talk about all that, like how we got here. So you're from Worcester, right?
Yes, sir. Worcester, Mass. 508.
So what kind of I know what I read online, but obviously I get to talk to you now. But so you were into theater and stuff as a youngin', you went to school for things like that. So was that kind of your path in the beginning? Was you wanted to get into acting or something like that? What kind of got you into art in general?
Well, I didn't go to any type of theater. I was never into theater. I never went to. Well, I've taken acting classes since, but I've never went to an acting school per se. But this is acting and music and comedy has always been my passions. That's all I've ever wanted to do since a kid. I grew up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So all that I saw was rappers. All that I saw was movies and music. That's all I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? I wrote, and you know how they do in elementary school where they try to, have you write books about what you want to be when you grow up. That's all I've ever wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Is rap and make movies and do comedy, man. And when I reached a certain age, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. There was no all right, I gotta do this first. Nah, I just went out and did it. You know what I'm saying? How I started doing, comedy and acting, guess what? YouTube was around, MySpace was around. I had, digital cameras were a thing. So we just started uploading our own content. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the music. Music was around. MySpace was around. So we just bought a mic. Actually, I started recording on a little MP3, you know what I mean? And just started writing, and I just started uploading and doing everything myself. Because at the point, there was no blueprint on how to do something. I just went out and did it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap, so I bought a mic. I wanted to act, so I just, bought a camera and just started like that.
No, that's awesome. So I guess nothing. So it all just kind of came at the same time. There was no, I want to be an actor, I want to be a rapper. You were just like, I want to be everything. I want to be all encompassing of all the arts, essentially. So you just kind of put a foot in every door.
Yeah, the acting thing, I've always wanted to do it, but that kind of seemed, harder because there's not, because we can buy a microphone and, upload our songs and go like that and, go to open mics and stuff. There's not really anything like that for acting. So my only outlet is, dumb little comedy videos, but that's not really, I'm sure that's acting. That's more just content creating.
Yeah.
So basically I was like, the acting didn't really take off until like maybe my mid-20s, man. But I was doing music since a teenager. So I was Killer T long before I had a foot in the door in acting. I was, doing this underground thing for years and years and years at a point. You know what I'm saying? I reached a lot of cool shit, doing this music thing. So that's what a lot of people know me as, is strictly music. And then when, the acting thing started to pick up, the music thing kind of took a back seat. And then, thank goodness for, around 2019, everything started catching up with one another. And that's where I'm at now.
I got you. So Killer T, when did that kind of start? When did that, you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And what was it, like being from, like East Coast and stuff like that, what was it that drew you towards like Wicked type music and what I'm saying? Rather than, East Coast type stuff?
Well, I've been down with this juggalo shit since a child. So it was instilled in me early. Listen, I found Carnival Carnage in my basement, like randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no rhyme or reason why that CD was in my house, period. You understand? So when I was a kid, I found that CD, and with no booklet, no casing, nothing, just the CD. And I found it, you know what I'm saying? Being a kid, you adventure around your house, you look through things, and I found that CD. And, from that day, I just been down with it. Mind you, at that time, I was listening to, let's say, DMX, No Limit, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? The hip hop that was around later on, Eminem, Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Whatever music that I could get my hands on at the time, you know what I'm saying? Cassettes and CDs and making, mixtapes on cassettes and all that. So I was, and Big Pun. Big Pun's a huge influence on me as well. So ICP just kind of was them. There was no difference between wicked shit, underground. That was just music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until later on, and I was a child at that point, so I didn't really know any difference between, all right, this is wicked shit, this is rap. No, like, and I was the only person I ever knew. Mind you, I'm like 6, 7, 8. I don't even know what age I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid. But I was the only person that knew who these guys were. So I just had Carnival Carnage for so long, and then I started stealing, you know what I'm saying, CDs. If I see them, once I found out about them, I was like, I wasn't old enough to buy CDs or anything like that. So I started, you know what I'm saying, taking them from Newberry Comics or, you know what I'm saying, Strawberries, FYE, wherever I could. And that's how I, learned about them more. But there was no differential difference between Big Pun, DMX, and ICP. It wasn't until later I found out there was a difference, you know what I'm saying? So that's, and if you listen to my music, you can hear that. I don't just do wicked shit. I don't just do hip hop. I do all-encompassing music. You may not like a song, but somebody does. You know what I'm saying? I do radio. I do underground. I'm the person, I said this in the documentary, I'm a person that can open up for Redman and Method Man, which I am in January, and also open up for Insane Clown Posse. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that can do both with effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? So I'll try to do that all-encompassing, and that's just how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference. It's just music, and I create what I want to create all the time.
Hell yeah. No, that's the shit. That's good to see. And there's a lot of people like that now. Not like you, but I'm saying like, there's no genre. The borders aren't like they were when we were a kid. A lot of people enjoyed different types of music and were just like secretive about it. Nowadays, everybody likes it. So people like you that grew up on that, it's perfect because now the audience is okay with it. But like when we were kids, the audience wasn't okay with someone doing different styles of music. But that's some crazy dark carnival shit, man.
I found that out when I was bumping like Wizard of the Hood, and I was like, playing that for, you know, my brother and my uncle, and my dad, you know what I'm saying, playing that for people, and they're like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this isn't for everybody. To me, that was the shit, you know what I'm saying? To me, that was just rap music. But for them, it sounded different. And to me, it didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I was, it took like Wizard of the Hood and like Amazing Jekyll Brothers to be like, all right, this is a different type of music. I ain't gonna hide it, but this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna rap like Big Pun. I'm gonna rap like Master P, and I'm gonna rap like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, that's how I felt. You know what I mean?
No, that's the shit. And yeah, man, that's some crazy like Dark Carnival, how the hell did it happen type shit that the CD just kind of appeared in your house and nobody knew what the hell it was.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for it. I mean, my big brother lived in the basement at that time, and I used to go and steal his CDs and make tapes out of it. So that's how I got put on to like Cash Money Records and DMX and Eminem, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, and all these people, NWA, you know, stuff like that. But it wasn't in his room, you know what I'm saying? So, and there was like no booklet or anything like that. I just found it, and you know, I could ask him about it right now. He does not, you know what I'm saying? He don't like ICP. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't like him at the time. So I don't know how it ended up there, man. But from day one, listen, you gotta understand, it was a dark, gentle night in a little town of well, your town. Now, dog, as a child, you're like, what the fuck is that? And you got chills right away. It started out as a scary story, man. And as a child, you're like, oh, damn. Then he started the juggler drops. I'm like, what the fuck? So it got me right away, man. And it never left. So, you know, thank God for that moment. Thank the Dark Carnival for that moment, man, because it sent me on the path that nobody else I know went.
Hell yeah, man. No, that's so dope, dude. That shit scared me when I was a kid. So it's like, like that shit's fire, man. That's so cool to hear. So having all those different influence, and you were just like, I love music. I want to be a rapper. You just taught yourself. Like, how did that? You're just like, I got to do it. I don't care. Like, studios and stuff back then probably was a different thing than it is now. So like, how did you first get into like actually recording music?
Dude, listen. This might age me. Fuck it. I was recording on answering machines, nigga. I was answering on tape fucking recorders, nigga. Like, I just started rapping, bro. Nigga, you know those little blue books from the elementary school? I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all know the little blue books they gave you in elementary school?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, in Massachusetts, you know, like the notebooks were just little blue books. You know what I'm saying? They were like little cheap books that stapled together. I till this day, being a hoarder, I still till this day have like rhymes I wrote in elementary school in those little blue books. I have rhymes since I was in middle school, elementary, all the way up to this day. And when I was listening, you know what I'm saying, to these people, to my influences, I was like, dang. I found little tape recorders, my dad's tape recorder. I was rapping on answering machines, and I was just rapping and writing to that day. You know what I'm saying? So way before studios, way before I bought a mic, way before there was ever a platform to do it, I was rapping and performing. You know what I'm saying? There's little you know, home videos of my mom and my dad, you know, taping me, and I was just performing since a child. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've ever wanted to do, and I believe that's what I was born. That's what I was put here to do, was perform.
No, that's dope, man. Those little tiny cassette tapes that were inside the answering machine.
100%. 100%. And I swear, I wish I had them. And there was one point where they found it. You know what I'm saying? They found the tape of me rapping. And you gotta understand, who I was listening to at the time, all it was swearing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't rapping no kid shit, like picking up my toys. Nah, I was rapping about fucking bitches and murder and all that shit as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was only rapping how I knew how to rap. You know what I'm saying? So, and I remember they found the tape, and my whole family was listening to it, and people were kind of laughing, but they were like, this kid needs therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go to therapy about my rhymes, like at an early age.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. Well, hopefully it helped you out a little bit, but I don't know. So you started. So you were doing this as a child. Like, when was it? Was there like ever a time when you're like, all right, I'm gonna take this serious? Like, I mean, obviously you wanted to be serious the whole time, but like, was there a moment when it was like, okay, I'm Killer T now. I'm gonna put out music. I'm gonna go on the road. I'm gonna do like. Was there like a time when it was just like, okay, I'm old enough, or was it more about just being old enough to be able to do it, or what kind of was the?
It was when I
there?
saw my older cousins and people in my city doing it. I was like, my older cousins, like, my older cousin named OJ, who was kind of pursuing a rap career for a long time. Once I saw him doing it, I was in middle school at the time, and I was like, oh, he's a rapper. I'm out here rapping too, but you know what I'm saying, in my notebook. Once I saw him do it, he like had a website early on. I thought that was cool as shit. Like, he had a website. I'm like, all right. Once I saw him do it, and then I started knowing people, you know what I'm saying, around. That's like, actually, it was before all that. So I would say it started with the family. You know what I'm saying, seeing the family do it. That's when I was like, all right, it's possible. All right. Let me start doing that right now. And then fast forward from middle school to high school, that's when you start, you know what I'm saying, rap battling at the cafeterias and rap battling in the classrooms and stuff like that. And around high school is when MySpace was coming out and open mics was happening. You're all kids, hungry kids trying to rap. And that's the time where I started putting my music out, buying a cheap ass mic and just Co-Edit Pro and just uploading it and mixing it myself like that.
Dope. So at that point, when you're actually recording music and you're putting stuff out, did Killer T and doing like that type of music and stuff, did you have any like success in the area, or were you traveling? Like, any like bigger name people kind of notice you, or anything going on like in the early days of doing that?
The early days, it took years, man. It took years to get the respect I was after locally, but it 100% happened. And it 100% happened because I was doing things that other people in the city weren't doing. A lot of people in the city were just rocking these local spots, and they were popping in the city, but nowhere else. So what the route I went was, all right, one of my goals at the time was, all right, I want to rock these shows that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? If they're rocking the show, I can rock this show. So once I got my name to a point where I'm on flyers and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm on flyers and I'm collaborating with the local talent, and I'm getting my name out. Then I was like, all right, so this is all they're doing. Let me do something else. Let me do something different. And that's when I started, you know, doing the whole internet thing. I was kind of, a lot of people were just MySpace and that's it. But I was kind of, all right, let me do some rap contests. Let me get my name out virally, kind of like that, and enter in any type of rap contest I could, and stuff like that, and then making my videos and actually promoting it and not just uploading it, because a lot of people weren't taking advantage of those avenues, but I did.
Yeah, it was all like super brand new back then. Nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah, 100%.
So at what point, like while you're doing this and you're you know trying to get your name out there as a rapper, did you start doing like stand up and sketch comedy and improv? Like when and how did that kind of come into your life?
Man, so yeah, Killer T was, you know, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, winning contests. You know, we're fast forwarding now from high school to early 20s at this point, you know what I'm saying? Killer T's the shit, you know what I'm saying? He's collaborated with heroes, he's, you know, open shows, he's traveled, he's been killing the game. So at a certain point, you know, and I've always had an element of comedy and DIY-ness to my music. If you look at a lot of my older videos that are still on YouTube, you can see, you know, I was making my own videos, I was editing them, I was recording myself, mixing, mastering. I was 100% DIY. And you could see, like, I always added a little bit comedy element to it. So I was doing like sketches, and in my music videos, if the song called for it, you know, have a comedy twist to it. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point when Killer T was at the height of, you know, whatever he was doing musically, that's when I was like, all right, let me for real try to get this acting thing popping off and this comedy thing popping off. And it wasn't until maybe 2016 where I was like, first of all, Amy Poehler is one of my biggest influences of all time. She's a comedian from SNL, Parks and Recreation, and all that. So once I realized that, you know, how much she influenced me, I was like, I really want to do improv comedy because I fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? Via Comedy Bang Bang and via the Upright Citizens Brigade. And I had a choice. I was like, all right, since I want to do this, because you already know me at this point. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do something, I just do it. I don't ask for permission. I don't wait for it. I just do it. So I made the decision to want to go and do improv. So I did. So I fucking went to UCB. That's the Upright Citizens Brigade in New York City. And I slept in my car for weeks at a time. I slept in New Jersey. I took the train and just started studying at UCB. And that's how the whole comedy and acting world started happening around like 2016.
That's crazy. That's awesome though. So you're at the Upright Citizens Brigade. You're learning all this stuff, and you ended up like touring and like doing basically all the goals and dreams you had as a musician. You're starting to get as a comedian with the improv group and stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure. And as I was taking these classes and making connections via comedy and via acting, music was still happening at a certain level. But then, as I said before, the turn started to happen, and where the acting was picking the fuck up and the music was kind of dwindling down. So as much momentum as I gained with the music, I was losing, but I was gaining it via acting. So that was kind of that era, you know what I'm saying? When I was rising as an actor and as a comedian. So at a certain point, I wanted to fix that, and I did.
That's so dope. So I don't know the timeline exactly, but so with all this going on, you're touring, you're doing the improv stuff. Nickelodeon comes into play, and they like like what kind of like how why what what's going on here? Did you get slimed?
Yeah, man. It was a connection made via the Upright Citizens Brigade. Listen, the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater is a fucking powerhouse of entertainment and comedy, man. Some of the biggest stars in the world, some of the best writers, comedy writers, movie writers in the world come from there. And when you're around that, you can only be surrounded with talent and inspiration and connections and people, you know what I'm saying? And the more you're around that, the more people and connections you get. So that whole Nickelodeon thing happened strictly from a recommendation from one of my UCB classmates, and I ended up auditioning for Nickelodeon twice, man, and that was pretty cool.
And then you ended up doing a show with Wayne Brady?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's another.
It's kind of a big deal, bro. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it was a UCB. That was a UCB show, man, and that was another thing where I kind of put my foot down, and how that happened is it was after, man, I was maybe a year or two in at UCB at that point, and there was the show, and I was just asked to do it by the host, man, because he believed in me and my talents. And when I agreed, it's funny how it happened, because when I agreed to do the show, at that point I was doing the show, anytime he asked me, I was like, yes, let's do it. And then he asked me to do the show, and I said, yes, let's do it. Then it's like, oh, by the way, Wayne Brady's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it was good that he asked me like that, because it showed that I was going to do it without Wayne Brady anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a huge deal, man. And Wayne Brady at that time was on Broadway. So he left. He just did a show on Broadway to come do the show with me and Victor Varnado and DJ Sharkwave from Broadway to UCB, man. That was crazy.
That's wild. And so you're doing the comedy and the improv stuff, but you were incorporating hip hop into it, right?
100%, man. And listen, that Nickelodeon thing, guess what? That was music related, believe it or not. It was via an acting and comedy source, but they knew I rapped. And same thing with this Wayne Brady thing. That was a hip hop comedy show. Having hip hop and having rap in my back pocket, having that in my arsenal, let me just say, fuck back pocket, having that in my arsenal is such a fucking up in this game, because, and even my biggest role, like to this day, I did a movie with Clinton Sparks, executive producing it. And and then in that role, I got it mainly because of my rapping skills. You know what I'm saying? So, rapping has helped me tremendously in the acting world, 100%.
Is that the Jamal movie?
Yes, that's the Jamal movie, right?
And that's coming out this year, right? Or did it come out? Or?
That's in the process of being made. I 100% doubt it's coming out this year.
Okay.
But I've been getting updates via the director, and I've been seeing scenes from it. So it is 100% coming out, which I'm so happy because I recorded that. I filmed that at this point years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy it's actually being done and finished. So I'm super proud of that. And yeah, Jamal, that movie coming out very soon.
I mean, obviously it's not even out yet, but that's coming soon. So, is that going to be like a theatrical release, or do you know? I guess they're still in production on it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, and then a lot of things happened, man. The reason it's taking so long is because a lot of things happened. So now at this point, listen, I don't care where it comes out. I'm just glad it comes out because I've already filmed things. I already got things in the works since that movie. So whatever that movie does, I'm proud that it does whatever it does, man.
That's dope though. But that's something, I mean, everybody out there that's listening, that's something to look forward to coming hopefully soon. And obviously we'll let you guys know whenever it comes out. So you start doing the Nickelodeon gigs, you're doing the thing with Wayne Brady, like, so, and then you started picking up, like, so how did that, like, I know you had like some roles in movies. Obviously we're talking about the Jamal that's coming soon. Like, that just kind of lead you down the, like, once you're in there, people just start hitting you up and you get like background roles, which lead into like more front 100%. Roles. Like,
yeah, once you're in there, man, all you do is build connections and build your resume and build your reels, man. Because once you're on set, whether it be background, once you're on set, all you can do is talk to other people, man, and learn and soak it in and soak from veterans who've been in acting for years and soak from newbies or aspiring people, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it all starts, man. Building connections and building, I want to say friendships, but these friendships turn into cool ass shit, you know what I'm saying? For example, you know, I do the entrance theme for Flip Gordon, who's a Ring of Honor fucking superstar now. We met on set as background artists on the movie Good Kids, man, and fuck, man, that movie just bred so many ill friendships and cool things to come from that. But that's just one example of something you can gain from being on set and making these connections with people. It's really just that, man.
That's so dope. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the Flip Gordon thing because I saw you did the track and you guys did a remake of it as well.
Yeah, I've done about 4 songs for Flip Gordon, man, and it's super dope because one of the illest memories I have is waking up to a Ring of Honor contract. I'm a huge wrestling mark, so you know, waking up to a contract in Ring of Honor, that was a super dope moment. And no matter where Flip Gordon, whatever my homie Flip does, I know I'm coming with in some capacity, man, because we kind of have that bond we formed those days on set, man. And I was with him, but when he was a nobody, he was down with me when I was a nobody, man, and we still building to this day.
That's so dope. So you're doing all this, and you ended up, like, how did it all, like, kind of come about? Like, I know, like, you know, if you guys go and you look at the IMDb, which is a great place to look at credits, it seems like the first couple years you were just kind of like in everything but uncredited guy, which you know later became, you know, some pretty cool parts, like in The Purge. You know, you're pretty your character, I guess you will, is pretty recognizable. What kind of led from that to like actually being like, you know, in like spots on TV shows like with Media Wars and
yeah, man. So the same people that book you for background work are the same people that's gonna audition you for speaking roles, man. So the more you work with the casting agency, man, the more the repertoire, and you know what I'm saying, the more rapport, let me say that, and the more rapport you build and connections you build, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, man. So that's kind of how it happened, is just being reliable and being available and being a good worker, and you get more opportunities. Like, oh, now they know what you look like, And now they know how you perform, whether it be whatever you're doing. Now they know what you look like and how you perform. And if they see you building a resume, when they ask for your resume and your reel and you have one, they're like, okay, this person would be good. I think this person would be really good for this role. And they, you know what I'm saying, they invite you to audition for it. And right now, that's then at that point, it's all up to you, man. Book it or not. But at least you get the opportunity to do so.
That's so dope. So as we kind of talked about, like you mentioned, if you want to do something, you do it. So you're out here, you're getting these parts, you're getting these roles, you're linked up with the Media Wars people. Tell me about Cat Raps.
Oh man, Cat Raps was a passion project. Well, first of all, I can't really say it's a passion project because I got 100% got paid for it. There is a app called Rizzle who reached out to content creators, and let me just say that this connection happened for my my connection with the Improv Boston scene. So this connection happened because I'm a part of the Improv Boston community. So Rizzle is the up and coming app at this point. I don't even know if it's up and coming anymore, but it's a pretty decently big. It's like a TikTok, it's like an Instagram where every episode has to be a minute long, stuff like that. So there's no pictures, strictly videos. So they reached out to me to pitch a couple shows. I pitched out a couple shows and they liked 2 ideas. And they were like, all right, we'll pay you this much money to create these shows exclusively for this app. You can share them on other apps, but you know what I'm saying, wait a bit. And if you do share it, it has to have the tag on and whatever. So Cat Raps was one of the shows I pitched because there's nothing I love more than my fucking cat, man. And when I pitched these show ideas, it was easy to me. I was like, all right, if I can do a minute-long videos, what are a couple things in my arsenal? My cat, man, and I can easily rap from his perspective. So it was a really fun project to do, and I hope I get to do more.
So it's basically like you're doing raps through the perspective of the cat, right?
100%. So there, every video is a minute long. It's an actual song with a hook, with a verse, in a video from the perspective of my cat, you know what I'm saying? And every video and every song has a different topic, you know what I'm saying? So one's about rapping about catching a red laser. One's about like he's kind of bragging about all the beds he got, you know what I'm saying? Things that cats would rap about is in Cat Raps.
That's so fucking dope. That's fucking crazy, man. That's the shit though. So the Rizzle literally bought 10 episodes from you as a show for their app. That's so
yep. And I haven't checked it in a while, but it was well over 500,000 views at that point, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully it gets to grow even more.
Hell yeah, man. That's the shit. So what are obviously, I mean, you're still working, you're still doing things, COVID, all that stuff happened. What are some of the like the highlights of getting into acting and doing this? I know one of the things you talked about, I saw online, was Dexter, how you were like a huge fan of that and ended up getting to do some stuff there.
I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge fan of Dexter, and I'm just glad it's coming back, man. And when I found out Dexter was coming back, I was like, dude, nobody's more excited than me. You know what I'm saying? I was super huge Dexter fan. But some of the highlights, man, dude, meeting some of the ill people, meeting some of my, inspirations and stuff like that. And, even just a quick hey, or just being on set and the connections, that's the real highlights, you know what I'm saying? So being a background performer for all these years, some of my biggest, one of the biggest highlights of my career is thinking and envisioning like how I would react to me being like the center of attention for a scene with hundreds of background. Because at one point I was that person in the hundreds of background. I was just there. I was just a body. So I remember thinking like, how would I react to being the center of attention? And then fast forward to the Jamal movie, I got to experience that, man. I got to experience being the center of attention in a huge scene. And I remember looking in the crowd and seeing people I did background with, man, and just like making eye contact with them, and you know what I'm saying, seeing them smile at me and shit like that. That shit meant a lot. So that was one of my biggest highlights right there.
That's super dope. So are you like a part of the Dexter reboot?
Am I a part of it?
Like, do you have some sort of role in it or something?
Why do you ask that?
Because the internet says that.
The internet says that? How? Where does it say that?
It says one of your favorite shows is Dexter. The show has returned from
One of my favorite shows is Dexter.
limited series run. Diaz got a chance to be a part of one of his favorite shows, not just a one-off. He can be seen throughout the series in multiple episodes.
Who the fuck said? Where is this source? Where is this source?
So what you're saying is it's true, and you're not supposed to talk about it.
Yo, this source. Yo, honestly, shout outs to that source, nigga. Speak it to existence. Fuck it. I love it. Shout outs to that source. That's all I
So
gotta say.
allegedly
That
it hasn't
shit is dope.
happened, but yes.
Well, the show's
What
not
is it?
released yet, so right?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, he said it. So he said, I guess it's allegedly.
Yep.
Oh, dope. Yeah, if it's allegedly, listen,
We're
I'm
not
a
allowed-
big,
It's on the internet, but
big
we're not allowed to
proponent.
talk about it.
Yeah, it's allegedly on the internet. Yep.
dope. Love it. I'm a big proponent of speaking it to existence. So maybe that dude did speak it to existence at some point, man.
Exactly.
Yo, shout out
He
to that guy. I don't know
he
who
is
the fuck
wishing
wrote that.
well on you. That is what he's doing. He's like, hell yeah. He loves that series and he's gonna be a part of it. Fuck yeah, and I'm gonna be the first person to put it on here.
There you go.
Love it. Yo, link me to that source. I definitely got to see it. After
He must have sent him a thank you.
yeah, I'm gonna send him a very nice thank you note
Yeah.
for keeping me in the thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it.
Yeah, CDC over there.
It's actually on IMDb.
Whoopsies. Well, as we all know, IMDb can be edited by anybody. There you go.
It's true.
That's so dope. No, like this is the first time hearing about it. I'm like, that's dope. That's dope to hear. You know what I'm saying? There's so many articles about me that I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like just like at the gathering, when I ran into Scotty D, he's the one that told me that I'm in like the Walking Home booklet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that at all. So shit like that happens to me all the time where people tell me about my life. I'm like, what the fuck? So that was another dope moment. Like, shout out to him. That's pretty cool.
That's dope. So yeah, speaking of that, so obviously you're doing all this acting stuff. I guess music was kind of on, I guess it wasn't really your number one focus because you're doing all, you got a lot of stuff going on. You keep getting these opportunities. What kind of led you back to music? And like you mentioned earlier with, switching from Killer T to your real name, I guess.
It was just timing, man. Timing and life and the route and the frequencies of everything in my life at that point led me back to music and led me to the name change, man. Like, you gotta understand, as long as I've been doing music, I never dropped an album until 2019. Energy is my first album ever. I've done many mixtapes, singles, videos. I have years of catalog up to that point, but I can't describe it. It was just the timing was right, man. And some of those songs on Energy are years old written, but newly recorded. And some of those songs are brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, I can't explain it. Everything was going right, via the acting. And it was just timing, man. Just timing really worked out and it all connected at that time. So I can really give that up for God and the universe and the energy that was happening at the time led me back to music, 100%.
That's dope. So you're back into music. You're going by your real name now, which obviously I think it's a great decision because that way, like you said, if somebody looks you up, they can see all the accolades and not know who you are, looking for Killer T or whatever.
Yeah, thank you.
So obviously we're talking about we mentioned it a couple times, the Walking Home. How did you end up linking up with Violent J for that single? And I know he announced that he's going to be on your upcoming project as well. So like, how did that whole thing come about?
Well, listen, so my first album is called Energy, man. And in that album, I would say a lot of my albums are akin to Joker cards as far as each one having a story to tell, each one having a purpose, you know what I'm saying? So when Energy dropped, I was deep in the lifestyle of meditation, manifestation, and journaling, you know what I'm saying? So when that era was happening, when I understood what energy was, that's when I started putting everything together to work in my life in my favor. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently I was doing it all my life. The law of attraction was happening and blessings was happening. The universe was helping me out because I always had that frequency tuned on. And so once I learned how to apply that, and once I started journaling and writing down my goals and my wants, things started happening one by one by one and by one. So energy is kind of the carnival carnage, the debut of my message that I'm trying to get across. Everything is energy, man, and it's all about what you do with that energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, man. I wrote down everything I want to do. And one of those things was work with the Insane Clown Posse. Easy. One of those things was be on the main stage of the Palladium. One of those things was go to WrestleMania, nigga. And stuff like that was just happening once I put my energy and you know what I'm saying, and believed in it. Once you know how to channel that, and once you keep good vibes, you know what I'm saying? Once you actually keep good vibes in your life and don't doubt yourself and know that they're gonna happen, maybe not when you think they're gonna happen. If you ask Killer T, nigga, I should have been Cloud with ICP. But guess what? It happened exactly how it was supposed to happen and when it was supposed to happen. So once you understand that, everything is gravy, everything is a blessing, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's awesome, man. So you basically you knew about the secret before you knew about the secret. You knew the secret before you learned about it.
Yeah, man. And once
you're just putting that energy out
apparently,
there.
Yeah, it was happening. It was happening all my life. But then when I actually learned about it, I was like, bet, let me apply this. And ever since then, just one by one vision boards. I'm a big believer in vision boards and affirmations, one by one, man. And Insane Clown Posse was easily, and The Gathering. I wrote, like you saw in the maybe you saw in the documentary, I've always wanted to go to The Gathering. I've always wanted to perform at The Gathering, but I wrote that I wanted to perform at The Gathering January 1st, 2020. And then it happened, obviously, in 2021. But I knew it was going to happen. And how it happened, it was better than I ever could imagine.
No, it's dope. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys didn't check out Tierre Diaz's YouTube channel. He did a whole little documentary of his journey to the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is a fun watch. Definitely check it out. It's dope.
Yeah, thank you.
So with being on the Walking Home, was that like how did that kind of come about? It's not obviously the features on that single are Blase, Sugar Slam, Jump Steady, Shaggy, and then Tierre Diaz, and everyone's like, who's Tierre Diaz?
And Straight Jacket. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Straight, yeah. How did Happy the Pimp get here? Like, did you reach out to them for a collaboration and like you guys just kind of hit it off and he was like, I want you to be on my project? Or like how did that?
Well, the first part was right. I reached out and it was the love and the respect was reciprocated, but it took a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he didn't just say, all right, I want to do the song. All right, sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it didn't happen like that. He wanted, I had to, I had to prove myself, in a lot of ways. But if we're talking about specifically the Walking Home single, that was happening when I was making trips to Michigan to work with Joe, and that happened. And I'm a big proponent of this affirmation or better. So when you write your goals down, right? I want to work with the Insane Clown Posse. You know what I'm saying? You can my at that time, my goal and my wish was granted. You know what I'm saying? But if you add the or better, I want to work with the Insane Clown Posse or better, then fucking mad doors can open. You know what I'm saying? So when I envisioned working with the Insane Clown Posse, when I envisioned, working in the studio with them, I could have never imagined him asking, hey, I'm working on Wizard of the Hood, damn near 2.0, you know what I'm saying? Come work on this. I could have never imagined that. So I kept the energy right that I'm open to receive all the goodness that you know what I'm saying, that is meant for me, you know what I'm saying? So the whole walking home thing was via all these trips I was taking to Michigan, because at the first couple trips I was just working with Joe, and it wasn't until, you know, after that Joey came into the mix. So I was working exclusively with Joe for a while, and then one of those Michigan trips, you know what I'm saying, I got a phone call and asked if I would be down. I was like, hell yeah. So I go ahead and record it. And then, you know, as an actor, I took direction very well. So he was very impressed by that. And he loved it. You know what I'm saying? He was very happy with the finished product. And now I'm a part of fucking history. I'm a part of Juggalo history, psychopathic history forever. If nothing else happens in my fucking life, I'll always have that. You know what I'm saying? And that means the world to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. No, that's dope as hell. Someone in the chat asked earlier, I think you might have just answered it, but K-Pasa, the Mid-South Monster, he asked earlier if you came up with Happy the Pimp or Violent J did, and how did you tap into that character?
Oh, you know Joe Bruce, nigga. That motherfucker is a genius, nigga. That motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, he's open to collaboration, but bro, he knows. When he has a vision of something, he knows exactly what he wants. Happy the Pimp is 100% his idea. And when I got to the studio that day, and he was like, "Hey, listen to this." I was bumping the song for as long. The song is long as hell. If you never heard it, it's supposed to be a long story. So when he pressed play, I was there bumping my head what it seemed like 8 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was enjoying the song, but I was like, and all the voices were already in, you know what I'm saying? But Happy the Pimp was played by Shaggy at the time. And he was like, "You like the song, man?" And he told me the whole story about it. And then he was like, "Hey, I want you to play Happy the Pimp." And then I was like, "Oh shit." He's like, here's your lines. You know what I'm saying? And I got like maybe a minute or two to, you know, find the voice, find the character. And he's like, "Yo, you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." So I got in the booth and I put on the Happy the Pimp voice. He loved it. He laughed. He was laughing right out the gate. And then he started tweaking it. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe, he's his fucking mind, you know what I'm saying? It goes a million miles per hour a lot of times. So he was tweaking it, and he was like, all right, he was morphing it into what he wanted, you know what I'm saying? And once I got the line down exactly, he loved it. He was like, "Yep, that's it." And he was very happy with it. He said, "Nobody else could have played this besides you. This was meant for you." And that shit just touched me a million miles per hour, man. That shit was dope.
Hell yeah, that's super dope. Heather Burke in the chat.
To answer your question, fucking 100% Joe Bruce, man. Walking Home series is gonna be, come on, man. You heard Monday, man. That shit is gonna be so dope. Joe Bruce is a genius, nigga. It's
a dope ass track for sure. Heather Burke asked, "What was your favorite memory from your time in the studio with ICP?"
Dude, I have a lot of amazing fucking memories, man. I can't pick a favorite, man. I don't think I can, because some of my favorite moments were just personal things with Joe, you know what I'm saying? Personal conversations. But I could tell you easily one of my top favorite moments was when Shaggy joined us in the studio. And, you know, like I was saying with manifestation and visualization, I was visualizing this picture, man. This picture of me and ICP, and then them without face paint, you know what I'm saying? And I was throwing up the Wicked Clown. And when that finally happened, exactly how I envisioned it, that was a dope moment. So I got the picture of ICP. I don't think I'll ever post it, you know what I'm saying? That's for me, you know what I'm saying? But for one of my visions to come to life 100% accurately in his studio, and it was the picture was in his studio, you know what I'm saying? So as the backdrop, so that was a really, really cool moment, huh?
I said it back in the boom boom room.
Right, 100%.
That's what's up, man. That's dope as hell. So what was your, obviously there's I mentioned it earlier, you did a documentary about it, but what was your experience like? You know, you did this track, you've been doing some studio time with the boys, and then you make the track out to Michigan, or to Ohio actually, for your first experience at the Gathering of the Juggalos. How was that?
Man, it was so dope. So, and it was as far as long as the damn documentary was, there was so much that was missed because the camera we were shooting it on was just too heavy for my fucking people I was with. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend was there, and yeah, my little brother Nate was there, and they were just like, man, I ain't trying to shoot all this shit. So they missed a lot of dope shit, but luckily we got, you know, the footage we captured, like the scene, the moment with Scotty D when I found out I was in the booklet. That would have been like I was running around the grounds, like I was so excited to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So was
that your first time seeing the character, and that, like, you hadn't seen that, like, the image of the character?
Yeah, that moment in the documentary was 100% truth. I never saw that picture. I didn't know I had a whole page. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a little square somewhere. I had no idea. So that was 100% genuine reaction to that. But to answer your question, man, a lot was missed via video. But all the times off video, man, I was just fucking enjoying it. It was tiring, but I enjoyed almost, you know what I'm saying, every minute of it. That shit was exactly, you know, how I thought it was. There was more explosions that I fucking thought was going on. I didn't know all about, you know what I'm saying? I knew fireworks were a thing, but I didn't know straight up explosions was happening 24 hours a day. So that was the only part I was kind of like surprised by. But other than that, it was exactly how I envisioned it, and it was so dope.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the Gathering's always a good time, man. I love that place. So what's we kind of touched on it a little bit, but obviously I know you dropped the Stuck in Michigan, which was like a Gathering exclusive record for everybody in attendance there. But we talked about you're working on a project. You were driving back and forth to work with Joe. What can we expect from Tierre Diaz musically?
Man, the new album, the new era, man, is coming. It's coming very soon, man. It's in the mixing process now, finishing touches, maybe a couple extra collabs here and there. But for the most part, that album on my part is done. So when that era is officially started, expect, you know, just like Joe said, expect a fucking nuke. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for niggas' heads. I'm coming for everything that I know is mine. You know what I'm saying? I knew all these years it was gonna be mine. So the Maniflex era. The first era was energy, introducing y'all to energy and how to apply it and what it is. The second is Maniflex, whatever you manifest. You know what I'm saying? You can manifest bad shit and you can manifest your fucking dreams. So right now, I'm manifesting my fucking dreams. That's what I'm going to do.
That's the shit. So is, I don't know how much you want to talk about the record or not, but is it, with the idea of you driving back and forth to Michigan to work on this, is there a lot of like production and things like that from Joe? Is there more than just an Insane Clown Posse feature on this record?
100%. Yo, Joe blew my mind. Joe blew my mind, nigga, how much he actually puts in, you know what I'm saying, like behind the boards, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what he does, you know, mentally, but no, 100%. The song has way more than just their verse. You know what I'm saying? It has 100% of Insane Clown Posse touch to it. And it's a dope fucking song. And yo, whenever that comes out, yo, I think it's gonna be a Juggalo classic.
Is there like a tentative release date for when the album's coming, or when you're planning on putting it out, or?
So once, like I said, the song, I would say next year, man. I would say 100% next year. Like I said, timing is so important and crucial. I could have crammed it. I could have stated a release date, but when the timing feels right, everything will just effortlessly come out. If the timing don't feel right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my ducks in a row. I'm gonna get my game plan in a row. And once that's intact, expect a rollout, man. So I would say the Insane Clown Posse will be a single off the album, 100%.
Dope. So coming soon. Hell yeah. I got a few more things for you. There was some questions in the chat people wanted me to ask you about. K-Pos at a Mid-South Monster. I guess it's not really a question. Well, he said he would love to see Tierre Diaz with Chris Rivers and Misery. He wants you to make that.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, fucking Puerto Rican connection right there. Like I said, Big Pun, easily one of my biggest influences of all time. Misery, man, I missed him at the Gathering, but come on, man, legend. You gotta understand when the legend's in your presence, man. So 100%, I agree with that. That'd be dope.
We can link you up with Fuego. That's the homie. He also asked if you ever battle rap and if you fuck with URL Smack and KOTD.
I 100% was battle rapping like high school days, man. That's all I was doing before I had a mic, before I had a name. I was battle rapping at South High School and North High School, man. And I stopped since, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a huge fan of battle rap, man. I always watch the big ones, you know what I'm saying? The big ones are what, you know, keep me in the loop as far as that culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Pat Stay fan. I'm a big Cassidy fan. I know that's not the most politically correct answer, you know what I'm saying, with battle rap fans, but I'm a huge Cassidy fan, so every time he's in the ring, best believe I'm watching, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. Hell yeah. Heather Burke also asked, she got 2 questions. I'm going to ask them both. What was your favorite thing about Michigan, and what was I guess you kind of answered it, but what was your favorite memory from the gathering?
What was the second question?
Your favorite memory from the gathering. And then what was your favorite thing about Michigan?
The favorite, man. I think my favorite memory from the gathering is just linking up with the boys, man, knowing how busy they were. Like as you saw in the documentary, I actually saw them in a Bigfoot meet and greet, you know what I'm saying? And when I showed up in the meet and greet, first thing Joe said is, man, you don't have to come in here to say what up, man. Like, I was like, bro, I know how fucking busy you, like, I ain't the one, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the one to, you know, try to, you know, make time for me. Like, no, I'm gonna make time for y'all, because this is y'all weekend, you know what I'm saying? I know how fucking busy y'all are, so I made time for that. So linking up with the boys and showing Joe the shirt, you know, seeing how fucking happy he was, you know what I'm saying, to see Happy to Pimp, you know, on my shirt, surprising him with that, and you know, just hugging the boys, hugging my niggas Joe and Joe, man. That was a huge moment for me at the gathering. And of course, performing that bitch, you know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? Bucket list right there.
Hell yeah. No, that's the shit. That's the shit. Hopefully you, I mean, I'm sure you will, but hopefully you make it back, not during a pandemic, and get a little more shit. If anybody else has any questions, man, just put them in the chat room. We're live on YouTube as well as repliconradio.com. I do got a little playlist. Obviously, you kind of mentioned you don't have, you know, you didn't put out a lot of music. But we got a few things here I just wanted to talk about. If you had any insight or fun quips or anything about the tracks that we're going to play, just to give everybody a little taste. We did play the Walking Home single at the beginning of the episode, if you guys want to listen to that.
Yep.
But then we got the 6 Foot Deep remix with Whitney Payton and Swizz. I got No Games featuring Mad Max, better believe it. I got the Flip Forever, the Flip Gordon theme. Who Are You track, Creepy Crawlers, and Problem queued up on the playlist.
Okay. So
if you got anything about those tracks that you wanted to mention or talk about, or
they're dope, man. A lot of them are from the Energy era, man, and that's a very precious era to me. The 6 Feet Deep remix, that's probably one of the illest joints to come out of the underground ever, and I will say that, and I will mean that. I'll put that track up with any fucking song from the underground, you know what I'm saying? That song is just dope lyrically, and having all these worlds collide, you know what I'm saying? That was super dope. And Whitney has been down with me before I was down with, you know what I'm saying, her. Before I even knew who she was down with me, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that linked us together, you know what I'm saying? So Whitney has been on my mixtapes, nigga. Like, go look out me and Killer T featuring Whitney Payton if you want a fucking throwback. So Whitney has been a big supporter of mine since day one, you know what I'm saying? And the song with Mad Max, that's another A1 Day One. We were signed to the fucking same label years ago, nigga. Me and Mad Max, Hightown Records, nigga. What y'all know? Me and Mad Max were signed to the same label. We did songs together years ago. So look up that Killer T Mad Max 2013 or some shit. But yeah, Mad Max and the No Games video. No Games has been a crowd favorite. 6 Feet Deep has been a crowd favorite. So it's only right that, you know, we did that for the remix, and then I shot the No Games video 100% myself, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Mad Max all day, man. Love that dude.
100%. Legend.
Better believe it. That's the homie, man. We see him all the time. I see him more than anybody.
Yeah.
He's out there killing it.
Oh yeah, in an announcement, Mad Max is coming to Worcester October 16th, I believe. maybe, yeah, I think it's October 16th. It's coming to Worcester, the Electric K show. I was booked on that show. I'm pulling out. I have to pull out of that show. I booked a movie role, so I will no longer be performing at that show. But better believe it, Mad Max is gonna be in that bitch. October 16th, Electric K's What's the Max.
There you go. Hell yeah. Better believe it. Let me see. K-Pots, I got one more question for you. He said, it's looking like you're getting a little cozy with Joe. Does signing with Psychopathic look like a possibility?
I would say it's in the notebook. So take that for what you want. It's in the notebook.
There you go. It's in the notebook. Everything that was in the notebook so far that we know about has come true. So
you know what I'm saying? But let me just say, it's followed by or better. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens is for my greater good. You know what I'm saying? So I could write I want anything. As long as I put that or better, whatever happens, whatever I receive from that situation, it's for the greater good and what's supposed to happen. So Hatchet Man, no Hatchet Man, that's family for life, man. So
I'm gonna need you to say something nice
open
about
and
me in that
receptive.
notebook.
Yes, I'm open and receptive to the best case scenario for that situation. Just know that.
There you go, man. Hell yeah. Just put that positive energy out into the world. You never know.
That's it, man.
So I'm saying, I need you to say something nice about me in that notebook of yours, though. Cause
Would you? First of all, I hope if anybody gets anything from this conversation is you can do whatever the fuck y'all want. Period.
Absolutely.
So all you gotta do is believe it. I would say meditation and journaling is a huge thing. It's thinking it and believing in it. You know what I'm saying? And it just works, my nigga. And if there's no downside to it, because worst case scenario, what are you doing? Just thinking good thoughts and having that good energy, and then your mood will be better. There's no downside to believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's no downside to writing down your goals, because then you look at them and then you get inspired to do them. You know what I'm saying? You can have goals in the back of their mind, but if they're not, in your face every day, you may slack on them for a bit. You know what I'm saying? So it took me late in my life to start applying that. But once I started applying it, things have been working. So I would say to you is to, hey, start manifesting your own fucking better self. You know what I'm saying? It works.
Absolutely. Put that positive energy out there and receive it back.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I got one more question for you, man. If anybody has any last minute questions that tuned in live, just go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll get to it. And I know I mentioned the Stuck in Michigan CD, the Gathering exclusive, and the Energy album. You can actually pick both of those up at killatstore.bigcartel.com.
Damn right. I would have changed that username, but it's already on my business card, so I'm leaving it. killatstore.bigcartel.com. There's only I'm not playing. There's only maybe a handful of little Stuck in Michigans left, and I've made such a limited amount of them because I want them to be worth a lot. I want them to be an official A1 Day 1 Tierre Diaz fan collector's item. You know what I'm saying? I won't be like, yo, I had your first Gathering single, because best believe I won't be at the Gathering years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? So I want this to be the first, and I want for whoever has a hand on Stuck in Michigan to know that you're part of something special. Produced by the legendary Mike fucking P, nigga, and best believe that was in the netbook working with him, man. So
Mike P's the shit, man. He's a good dude. He's a good ass dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So essentially, man, the last question we got, unless some people pop some stuff in the chat, we asked all of our guests the same shit just because we're completely unoriginal, but we like it. Essentially, man, you got 3 records, 3 albums that either inspire you as a person, as a man. Maybe it's your, the one you like to put on when you're sad and you're crying in your car that nobody knows about, or the one that you put on when you're angry and you're punching fucking holes in the wall. Whatever it is, man, just 3 albums you could not live without. What would they be?
I would say that I could not live without. I would say The Wraith. I would say, it's definitely one from DMX. I'm trying to figure out if it's Flesh on My Flesh or it's Dark. I would say it's Flesh on My Flesh, Blood on My Blood from DMX. Then the third album that I could not live without, is, this is gonna be bad radio because I'm taking your question very serious and putting actual thought into it.
Sure.
So you got the race, you got flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and let's say Slim Shady LP. Let's say Slim Shady LP from Eminem, because that shit, the sounds in that bitch is just so crazy. Those are the three that popped in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I had a heads up on that, my answer would be different. But for right now, those are my ones. Slim Shady LP, The Wraith, and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Hell yeah. That's all dope shit, though. That's what's up. You mix all that shit up, put it in a little blender, and I'll put a little Tierre Diaz.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And you know, I'm a big pop fan. I'm a big rock fan. And as far as albums go, you know what I'm saying, you could put Michael Jackson up there if you want. You know what I'm saying? But those are my three that came to my mind, so I'm sticking with it.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go, man. There you guys go. There it is. There you have it. All kinds of freshness from Tierre Diaz. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Replicon and to Tierre Diaz and learn about all the dopeness coming out, including the new movie, the new album, all kinds of shit going, man. You got any last words, any shout outs, anything we didn't get to that you wanted to mention? And remind everybody where they can follow you and keep in touch with you so they don't miss out on all the things going on.
Sure, man. My name is spelled Tierre Diaz, Diaz. So that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Elite Energy Entertainment on TikTok, because I personally don't run my TikTok, but I'm on there because I heard it was smart. So Elite Energy Entertainment on TikTok, Tierre Diaz across all the other platforms. Please subscribe to my YouTube so you don't miss out on my dope videos. And shout outs to Heather Berg, shout outs to my man Brandon Benson, and my homie, my little brother Nate the Great from Black Mass representing. And yeah, man, that's about it.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. So make sure you guys follow them. Keep in touch. Make sure you know what's going on so you don't miss out. And we'll let you know as well what's going on.
In my Cash App, in my Venmo, all that shit is Tierre Diaz too, in case y'all want to send a brother some funds. Holler at me.
Send him some money, or check out that Killer T store on Big Cartel.
Yeah, I was just joking about that. KillerTstore.com. Get your hand on KillerTstore.BigCartel.com. Get your hands on the album Energy. It features Mad Max, The Joker, Young Buck, so many other dope people on there. And Stuck in Michigan. So little quantity left, man. Get your hands on that. Produced by the legendary Mike Feezy.
Hell yeah! Go grab it before it's gone, man. And we're gonna play some of it right now. If you guys are tuned in, if you're on the YouTube or you're listening to the replay of this on YouTube, head on over to repliconradio.com. You can listen to the music break or peep out our replay on all streaming platforms, so you can hear the music, because we definitely want you to check out the music so you know what you're getting into, and you can go support the homie, man. And I want to welcome you officially to the Replicon Radio family, Tierre. Whenever you got some stuff dropping or whatever's going on, man, let us know and we'll do our best to get the word out for you, man. We appreciate you hanging out.
Anytime, bro. Listen, anytime. I'm glad you reached out. This is the type of doors, the avenues I'm hoping open more, man. So thank you. Appreciate it, you guys, for reaching out, man. Shout outs to ICP, all my Juggalo family, man. Shout outs to y'all. This is only the beginning, man. If you late to the party, welcome. We in for a fucking hell of a ride.
There you go, man. Hell yeah, brother. Much love, man. Definitely keep in touch, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bro.
All right, yo. Peace. And we'll be back after the music break, so head on over to repliconradio.com and